Okay, let's actually try and wrap up Act 1 without crashing. Again, last episode we did pretty much all the combat that was left to do in the act, so let's cap this off with just another long rest to progress the companion storylines, if there is anything left to do, I should say. And then we'll just mosey on forward and walk through the end of act area. And once again, Astarion has some things to say.
Looking at something?
Just looking. What are you doing?
I'm looking too, but not seeing very much. Another quirk of my affliction.
Oh, that's right. Vampires don't have reflections. Haha. Do you miss it, seeing your own face?
Preening in the looking glass? Petty vanity? Of course I miss it. I've never even seen this face. Not since it grew fangs and my eyes turned red.
What color were they before?
I don't know. I can't remember. My face is just some dark shape in my past. Another thing I've lost.
Oh. I guess we're in the trauma dumping section of the storyline. This seems a bit too creepy. You're not aging gracefully. Let's we're gonna drag him into goodness, kicking and screaming if we must. That's our goal. So let's be kind. Let's for you maybe, but I like what I see.
And what do you see exactly?
Loaded question. Your mole definitely grabs my attention. I see someone wasting my time. I swear these kinds of answers justify additional playthroughs just on their own. I want to choose them so badly. I don't know. The creases when you laugh?
Excuse me, I'm an eternally young vampire, not your doting grandmother. You can do better. What else?
You could. I guess that's on me. I totally didn't realize. I didn't realize that was an insult. Oh man, I should never try to compliment someone IRL that. You have creases when you laugh. The way your hair curls around your ears. Hang on. Yes, we're gonna go with that one.
This is meant to be flattery, not poetry. Just tell me I'm beautiful and we can call it a day.
Let's be snarky. Honestly, Will's more my type.
How dare you?
Oh, he took it well.
I thought we had something special. Still, you're nice too. I better get some beauty sleep. It seems I need it if I'm to catch up with the competition.
I'm actually surprised you approved there. That's bordering charming. Not quite there, but it's bordering charming. Why is the gnome here? You are the wrong gnome. I mean, you're the gnome that I would expect to see here, but not the gnome that I'm looking for. Hello.
Thank you for agreeing to find Wulbren. It means a great deal to me. Indeed.
Don't mention it.
One day, I'll catch a break.
No, Nis, you will never catch a break. Anybody else? Why is Astarion the only one who wants to talk to me?
Well met.
May the darkness protect you.
Have opinions, guys! Alright, fine. We go to bed. The gnome is up to something. Let's see. Curious expression. What are you doing?
Working.
Yeah, I know that feel. That's the thing. You're working when you should be celebrating.
Celebrate. I appreciate that you're proud of your victory, but it's just that. Yours.
But I took down a robot.
Baldur is still missing. And there are gnomes trapped in Moonrise Towers. Me drinking beer won't save them.
But it was a big robot. Your friends are as good as dead. Love it. No, but a break might help your concentration.
You leaving would help my concentration.
Aw, Bargus, don't be like that.
But if you insist.
What you doing? Are you making a bomb?
There. Celebration.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero.
You're not.
I thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Yeah, I know. You did, like, no damage to the robot. It's not that bad. Think of all the goblins you killed.
True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Can't be that bad. Let's try the wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful.
Wine
All
snob.
I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
I mean, sometimes. That had better not mean I want to kill something. Again, we are on the path to goodness.
Nothing so dramatic. Just you and me and, well, maybe a little death.
What did I just say?
Figuratively speaking.
What does that mean?
Let's wait until things quieten down. Once the others are asleep, we'll find each other.
Wait, how does that... How... It... Hang on. I need to compose myself here. How does that mean figurative death? What does figurative death mean to... What? Hold on a second here. If this were the gnome, she'd be like, oops, I accidentally into flirting. Okay. What the frick do I choose here? So, aesthetically speaking, so here's what I know about the Dark Urge. Having a buddy as the Dark Urge does improve the storyline a bit, just based on what I know. Should it be the vampire dude? Well, if it is the vampire dude, he does get put into peril, which, you know, on the one hand is endearing. On the other hand, it would mean having to listen to his voice more often than not. But, on the third hand, there is something thematically appealing about him being the one to kind of walk with the Dark Urge on this journey towards being good. And on the fourth hand, I haven't personally seen this aspect of the game yet, so you know what? Okay. Let's go for it. Let's do it. I'll see you later. I'm like 90% sure I'm going to regret this in like 5 minutes or less. But you know what? Morbid curiosity has the best of me. So let's go for it, Astarion. Let's do it. I'll see you later.
Indeed you will, my love. Indeed you will.
See? Already regretting it. Look at me all.
But the Dark Urge and Astarion have thematic similarities that make them great foils, and characters to bounce off of each other.
I should never make decisions. Ever. I should just poll everything democratically. Because now, based on that one line, and how he said it in the most creepy way possible, it sounds like Mr. Sus is about to seduce my poor dark elf druid into his personal torture dungeon. Well, let's see what happens.
Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
Or horrors. Horrors. Uh-oh, I'm uncomfortable.
There you are. I've been waiting. Waiting since the moment I set eyes on you. Waiting to have you.
That sounds like something a predator would say. Yeah, you don't have me yet.
Don't I? You're here. And I don't think you want to talk.
That's right, I'm here to kill you.
I think you want to be known. To be tasted.
Try to taste me and I'll kill you where you stand. I've gone this far. And what do you want?
What do any of us want? Pleasure. Yours. Mine. Our collective ecstasy. That's what you want, isn't it? To lose yourself in me.
Now, it should be said that anybody who's, like, in real life watching this should understand this man is not flesh and bone. He is actually a sentient mass of red flags conjoined together in an approximate human form. I love how deeply she's pondering this. Like, oh gosh, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But it makes for a better story, I guess. Just nod.
I thought so.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How much am I gonna have to censor? A lot. Yeah, I'll just leave this whole scene to your imagination. Okay, we have some options here. I can't wait. I cannot wait to get back to Noli. Trust him not to bite you. So this is an interesting choice. So he tried to bite Noli. Will he take the opportunity to bite his elven companion here? Let's see. Is he trustworthy? Is he worthy of... That's what trustworthy... I was going to say, is he worthy of trust, but that's what trustworthy means. Trust him not to bite you. Okay, I guess he doesn't. That leaf censorship was cute, but it's not enough. It's like the... Man, should I reload this? I'm like genuinely like, should I just reload this? Let's be snarky. Not staying for a cuddle.
You sleep light. I thought you'd be exhausted after last night.
Ha! Yeah, let's knock that ego down a few pegs. You weren't that good.
How dare you? I'm a consummate lover. I was holding back, if anything, worried that I might lose control.
Oh, how gracious
Now,
of you.
shall we get on? I want to go before anyone else thanks me for saving their tails.
I wanted to ask about your scars first. Where'd you get them?
It's a poem. A gift from Cazador. He considered himself quite the artist and used his slaves as a canvas. He composed and carved that one over the course of a night. He made a lot of revisions as he went.
You recall the sharp, complex lines of the script. It was written in the language of the Hells.
Oh, interesting. We passed a perception check there. Why did he write it in Infernal? I guess that's a language.
Infernal? Who knows? The bastard was insane. Anyway, enough pillow talk. Let's go before the tieflings drag us into another mess.
Well, thankfully that's over. Demonetization, here I come. Demonetized in spite of the one viewer that I have routinely. Alright, back to it. That was an experience. You know, like, it should be noted. It should be noted that having that scene with that particular character be that intimate was a very clear choice by the developers. Like, I've seen Gale's and Karlach's scenes for Act 1 so far, and like, you can't do anything like that with them. At least not at this point in the story. They are like so much more comparatively wholesome, and I almost picked one of them just to show off for this run, but I figured I'd do something different, and now I'm paying the price for it. And now I think Astarion has different dialogue when you greet with him.
I did miss that face, you know.
Unamused. I don't know. Maybe to someone else that makes them swoon.
Yes, darling.
Yeah. So that's that. I don't know if I'm gonna... but I made my choice. I'm gonna try to stick with it. At the very least, we might get some comedy out of this. Comedy, I should say. Anyway, this is the door to Act 2, at long last. Take the elevator up. You are about to progress your adventure. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. I love how this is not a yes or no question. In fact, it's not even a question at all. But I can still say yes. Okay. So, it looks like we're still in a spooky dark place. I think this is still like the Sharon Temple. Like, Shadowheart should have some commentary here.
Shah's blessings upon you.
But she just keeps talking about her religion.
On my way. Let's have a look.
How? for a skeleton key.
Must lug my guts through this hell.
She is not pleased with my recent decision making. I've encumbered the Astarion. Gotta share the weight. Alright.
Time to press ahead.
Oh hey, it's that guy.
I have something to ask.
Have a care, friend. I am but a weary traveler, footsore and short of breath. I'll spare you my puffing and keep my counsel for now.
Okay. That's the guy that we met on Noli's side of the story. The guy that told Gale to blow himself up. Huh. Moving on. A broken moon lantern.
Broken moon lantern catches your eye. Its glow now snuffed out.
Might as well be in my pack. This looks ominous. You've got cool clothes, but I can't take them. Well, looks like we've finally reached the precipice of the shadow-cursed lands. I wonder if Noli has reached the same point in her journey. Let's check in on her. At last, right? Okay. Back on Noli's side of the story. Taking a lovely walk through the mountain trail. We just had... What did happen in Noli's side of the story? So while the Underdark stuff was happening, Noli was busy clearing out the monastery of Githyanki, Lae'zel's people, because they tried to kill us, as everyone often does. We learned some big truths about Vlaakith, their queen, who is also trying to kill us, and the mysterious guest that's in the prison. The prison that we have.
With haste.
So, there's really nothing else to do in the mountain trail aside from just head to the opening of the Shadowlands. Or the Shadow-Cursed Lands, I think, is what they're called. Where is that, by the way? I'm going the wrong way. It's been so long since I've taken these little gnome legs out for a stroll. So yeah, we can... This is like... Ominous setting 101. Stuff's looking dead. Dark. You can tell things are about to go down once we transition into this next zone.
Lae'zel, do you want to talk about what happened at the crash?
Trust me, you'll know when I'm ready to discuss it.
Fair
Karlach
enough.
trying to be the team therapist.
But if you change your mind...
It is not a matter of mind. It is a matter of faith. And I have been put to the test.
Okay, so Lae'zel's still a bit delusional. She thinks that instead of her queen trying to actually, like, kill her, she's just testing her faith.
You must have questions.
I have comments and criticisms, but I cannot address them with you here.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't remember what this was. I was wondering about that mighty lord you told me about in your story. Was it me? Was I the mighty lord?
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed
I'm a
his
worm
spell
god.
at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
Whoa. That's a... I love how into it she looks. She's like, oh wow, that's a lot of lore. I don't know if I understand it, but oh, it sure sounds important. What would she say here? I think I gotta get back in tune with Noli's character. So at that moment in time, all magic was gone?
Mistral was reborn
For a spell.
as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
Aw. That was some sad lore.
Copper for your thoughts.
And it's so weird after playing as the elf for so long. She stands at equal height as with everybody else, but now I'm back at the gnome. Everybody's looking down, and the gnome she looks a bit annoyed at it. Don't look down at me. Ooh, dead rabbit. Okay. To the Shadow-Cursed Lands. She gets the same message that Nis did. You are about to progress your adventure. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. No. Okay, yes. I guess it just wants us to sleep. Oh, what's going on? Hello? Stranger danger?
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kir Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
So now, if you recall, many videos ago, this was the guy, the commander of the Githyanki patrol at the bridge with his dragon that he burned. He used his dragon to burn the bridge. He was looking for the artifact, and he commanded his group to kill us if we revealed ourselves to him, that we had the artifact. Then he flew away. But we did find some archives in the monastery itself that suggested that his own people seem to think that he's a traitor. And now here he is being non-violent with us. Maybe he is a traitor to them, which means he's a friend to us. Friend, we must treat him as such. But, oh, this is an opportunity for Lae'zel approval, though. We're gonna nod to Lae'zel and just let her take the lead.
My ear is yours.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh! I should run you through for suggesting it.
Ooh. Are you talking about the person inside? The big buff elf? Do you know who that is?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies,
no.
Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on
The Lich
all
Queen?
of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy.
Oh no, don't fight here.
I will hear no more of it.
You gotta stop drinking the Kool-Aid, Lae'zel. Kill him! Kill him! This is your chance to earn Vlaakith's redemption. Oh no. So, like, here I want to show support to Lae'zel, but I also want her to make the right choice. Is that so wrong? Like, I'll stand with you if you make the right choice. And, you know, not smush a potential friend. Oh. Let's see what she says. What do you want to do, Lae'zel? I have your back. Double approval. Yes!
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles, yet she names me her Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
We have a friend!
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
Easy enough.
I should go. Vlakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Ooh, he's a mage. We're making portals. Like he brought like a hireling with him, and she had nothing to say. Or do. Noli looks so proud. I prevented bloodlust.
Maybe it'll bring us closer.
What will Voss have to show for himself when we catch up with him, I wonder? His intelligence may yet prove the key to unlocking the artifact's secrets. We should ensure we follow up when we reach Baldur's Gate.
And we will.
So we're going to meet Voss in the city, are we? Set the tenant of the prison free? This is all very, I don't know. I like a good caper, but I'd long for a tiny bit of status quo now and again.
Haven't you heard? The status quo is out. Poor Karlach, she's just tired. Alright, Lae'zel.
Vlakith Kosivim Hrath Crashhead. Only in Vlakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu's slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem.
10,000 protocols.
Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlakith. Forsake Vlakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlakith. She has sinned against me.
There you go, Lae'zel. What does Ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of Ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlakith, in Tunarath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the Astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
Yeah, it's hard to admit when you're wrong. Voss called Vlakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I'd never thought Vlakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlakith to true godhood.
Who is the one in the prism, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know. And that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
Oh, do you? And if Voss is wrong, if his claims are wrong and Vlaakiths are real?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Okay, so she's decided for now to believe the rebellion, but she's willing to accept that if she's wrong, she's just gonna die. All right, so let's move on.
Yes, I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Sheres's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Just one more enemy to add to my growing list of not friends. Alright, Betty Bye time. For real this time. Hopefully nobody else pops up and goes, "Hey, are you sleeping?" So, let's watch both of our heroines walk into the Shadow-Cursed lands at the same time, through the power of editing.
A grim sight indeed. My lungs already grow heavy with shadow.
Those shadows. There's power coursing through them. Oddly familiar. Better stay on alert.
I won't have to worry about the sun, at least.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
Darkness or not, we need to reach Moonrise Towers.
This place is dark beyond dark. You feel it too, right? I'm sticking to light wherever I can find it.
This is no typical gloom. We need to stay alert.
Can you feel it? The shadows gnaw at us. Do not take them for granted.
Are you the true soul?
Why, yes, I am. It seems my reputation precedes me. But who wants to know?
I'll take that as a yes. Listen up. Grab a torch, stay out of the dark, and move fast. Shadows have eyes. Go on.
Well, for the gnome that's watching, welcome to Act 2. See you next time.